Hey everybody, Melinda here. Today I am doing my Ipsy bag and my Boxycharm. I just thought I would say hello, introduce the video, and I'm going to dive down in. We can look at everything, and then I will tell you my thoughts at the end. See you soon. Okay, first up is Ipsy. And this is supposed to be Valentine's Day theme. Now, I did have this open before because I actually recorded the video once before. I cannot find the card that goes with it, but it was supposed to be Valentine's Day themed. So, got a couple of goodies that wouldn't fit in the bag. Set my bag aside here. Now, first off, I am very disappointed in this. I know it's not about the bag, it's about the contents. However, Ipsy has been known to theme their bags according to holidays. We got a really cute one for Halloween. Last Valentine's Day, I do believe it was cute. It was pinkish or whatnot. For Christmas, we got a crushed velvet, kind of a feel-looking one. This, to me, is like late spring, early summer. Kind of hipster, hippie-ish. It's a jean material with orange piping. The only thing that's remotely Valentine's looking is the lips on the end. Wasn't really a fan. But like I said, it's supposed to be the contents, not the bag itself. So probably when I ship an order to somebody, I'll include this bag in there or whatnot, because I won't be using it. The first thing I have is a purifying black charcoal mask. This is a sheet mask for hydration and moisture. Activated charcoal is really good for the skin, and it looks like the sheet mask itself is concentrated on the sheet mask, and then there's some other activated plant extracts and so forth in here. It's got green tea extract, green caviar extract, tells you to leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes of relaxation, and the charcoal black sheet fiber sheet is what it's called. So I'm pretty excited. I like face masks, so I'll definitely be using that. And the company is called Sue AE. Never heard of them, but I'm sure they're decent. And then this one is a Nature Collagen Essence Mask with green tea. I've never heard of this before. It's a new age fiber called Tencel. And you achieve smooth, healthy, and supple skin with green tea leaf extract while reducing UV damage to your skin. Again, it's another face mask. What's not to love about them? You either love or hate them. I happen to love them. So that was item 1. Went inside the bag. Got a couple items here. The first thing that we got is Naked Cosmetics. And this is a banana powder. Wish I would have known I was getting this. I try not to, because I record these videos for you guys. I try not to look at things beforehand, just so I'm kind of surprised as you guys are. But yeah, so it's a banana powder. It's an HD finishing powder is what it says on here. Little did I know that I was getting this, so I bought some from Ulta. But that's alright, because you can never have too much banana powder, in my opinion. The next thing is from Bella Pierre, and this is a volume lash waterproof mascara. I did use this the other day. I wanted to test it out for work. You can kind of see the wand on there. It's not too thick, not too thin, and it's a little tiny bit curvy, but not much. I really like the formula of it. It stinks a little bit, but what mascara doesn't? The only thing I would change about this packaging is the color of this, but that's just a personal thing. And then we got a Trust Fund Beauty item. I've had Trust Fund Beauty before, I believe, in both Ipsy and Boxycharm. And this one is a Periwinkle Blue. This to me doesn't really scream Valentine's Day either. It's more of a spring or summer look. But I will definitely use it. I get my nails done at the nail salon, but if I don't like the gel polish that I choose, or I get bored with it, I do cover it up with regular polish and put a gel top coat over it. So I do use my nail polishes. And then last but not least is a butter lipstick from NYX. I've had these before. I've bought them before, not gotten them in the box, I don't think. I might have gotten one in a box before. And this is in Ripe Berry. Now the butter lipsticks are more on the sheer side. They're not meant to be very hugely opaque, but if you rub over a couple times, you can get a good spot of color on there. They are buttery and they are very moisturizing, so I'm looking forward to that. And that is it for Ipsy. Like I said, I'm not mad at this one. I almost canceled my subscription in December, but I'm glad I didn't because they've been coming out with some good stuff. So I'm going to set these over the side, and then we are going to get into the Boxycharm. Now, Boxycharm is a little more expensive. Ipsy is $10 a month, where Boxycharm is $20 a month. However, with Boxycharm, it's a little different because you always get full-size products. You never get deluxe sample sizes. With Ipsy, you can. So they have a card in here. It says, "Would you be my galentine?" on it. They always have really cute stuff. On the back, it's got the prices of the items, which I actually enjoy having. So just so that I can know for myself what they cost in case I want to buy more or whatnot. And also so that when I do my unboxings, I can tell you guys. The first thing I see in here is the Omnia Eye Kit. This is a 2-brush system. I love eye brushes. I never think you can have enough. These ones, I'll take them out of the thing because I'm noticing that they are a little different than some of the other ones. If I can get it out. They are more slim fit at the ends, kind of like my unicorn brushes. They kind of taper off. They have a good feel to them. They're in rose gold and gold, and you get a shader and a detail brush. The detail brush is the littler one, and the shader is the bigger one. I've heard of this brand before, but I've never gotten any from them. The bristles seem really soft. Very well manufactured, looks nice, so I'm excited about those. The next thing I see in here is from Makeup Geek. I can recognize this packaging from a mile away. Pretty stoked about that. And we got 2 colors in here. We got Prom Night, which looks like a heather gray to me. Let me pull up my sleeve. Pardon the lipstick there. It seemed to have smeared. And Makeup Geek's shadows are very pigmented, and they're very soft. So it looks kind of, you can barely see it in this light. It is kind of like a heather gray, maybe mixed with a little taupe. There's a sheen to it. It is like a frosty color. There it is on my finger, if you were wondering. And I'm just going to set that there. And then the other color we got is called Cherry Cola. And I do believe this is a matte, because I looked at buying this one before. I'm pretty sure it's matte. Whoops. Yeah, it's like a matte brown color. But it does have a hint of redness to it, a little deeper. I have another matte one from them. They're mattes that have red in them. You do have to build them up to get the color that you are wanting to achieve. But once you get that, it stays. It's got a lot of stay power to it. So that's Cherry Cola, and this one is Prom Night, the shimmery taupey color. They kind of go really nicely together, so that's cool. Okay, and let me get my makeup wipe here, so I can wipe that off. I'm also going to wipe this off really quickly. Just so that it's not going to get all over my jacket. Okay, the next thing we got is a mini Z palette, which is kind of cool. It goes along with the Makeup Geek shadows that we got. This one holds less than my other palettes that I have. I have a couple of Z palettes. It tells you some tips on the Z palettes, how to keep them in better shape and longer use. Don't throw them. Try not to drop them. Keep them dry. You know, don't put heavy objects on them. And when you're traveling, and buckle me in tight and love me is what it says on there. But I do have a couple of other Z palettes, and it tells you instructions on how to depot some of your shadows if you want to put them in here. And they include some magnets in here, which I will put them alongside of my other magnets. Most of them will just fit right in like so. That way you can take your favorite shadows if you want to depot them, or if you're buying some Makeup Geek ones, or Morphe. Morphe also has some individual shadow shades, and there's a couple other places I've bought some from. Ipsy, ITTSE. I've bought some individual shadows from them. You can just pop them in here, and then you have your little to-go case. So that's kind of cool. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay, so the eye brushes were $29.98. So that paid for the box right there because it's $21 with shipping. The Makeup Geek, they are $6 each, so that was $12. The Z palette is $14. And then the next thing I'm going to be opening is the Reflecting Gloss by Juice Beauty. I've had Juice Beauty items before. I like that company. And this one is called Reflective Gloss in Fig. And it looks like this. And then it's just a really light color, but it is figgy, depending on the light you're looking at. So I like it. It's just very sheer if you're on the go and you don't want to put on a lot of makeup, but you want something on your lips that's going to moisturize a little bit. They are organic. And let's see, shimmer your lips in brilliant color with this reflecting gloss that contains a blend of organic, antioxidant-rich acai and goji berries, minerals, and sweet agave for the most brilliant shine on earth. Don't know about it on earth, but, you know, it's good. I did try it out earlier just because, you know, I can't wait until I do my videos to try everything because I'm impatient. And then last but not least, we got Dr. Brandt's Microdermabrasion. This one is retailed for $79, and it tells you to dampen your skin with warm water slowly and gently massage cream into skin for 1 to 2 minutes, avoiding the eye area. Rinse well and pat dry, and use 1 to 2 times per week, allowing 3 days in between. I did put some on my finger. It was very microabrasive, not overly abrasive, but enough that it's going to get the dead skin off. Do I think it's $79 worthy? No, probably not. But I've always wanted to try them, so I will give it a shot, see what happens. But yeah, so that is what I got in my Boxycharm. We got the Dr. Brandt's. We got the Makeup Geek with the Z palette and 2 Makeup Geek shades, a lip gloss, and we got some brushes this month. So not bad. I've never really been too disappointed with anything that I've gotten in a Boxycharm. And December wasn't the greatest, but it was just because it was a repeat of a palette company, just different colors, and the palette wasn't very good in the first one, so they shouldn't have done another one. But yeah, so I think it's pretty cool. Okay, now I'm gonna come back up and I'll tell you what I thought, which one I thought was better, and we'll go from there. Okay, so in my opinion, I think that Boxycharm was better this month. I did think that there was some newer items in here, a couple that I hadn't heard of before. I mean, I'd heard of Dr. Brandt's, and I knew about Z Palette and Makeup Geek, but I'd never heard of Omnia for the eye brushes, and the Juice Beauty. I had gotten a deluxe sample size of, I believe, in Ipsy before, but overall, I think that the Boxycharm was better this month. Ipsy needs to kind of step up their game, or I don't know, I may try Birchbox. I don't feel like, I think they're getting a little too big, and I really think that they need to work on remembering where they came from and getting back to the theme of things. I don't know, some people may not think it's a big deal, but I think that a jean makeup bag with orange tubing on it is not really what I know a lot of people were expecting for Valentine's Day. And to me, I like the ones that are vinyl. They're easier to clean off. This is just going to be a hot mess, and trying to throw this into a washing machine to clean it, to be totally honest, I would probably just end up tossing it rather than cleaning it. So Yeah, I'll probably just put some soap in it to package and, you know, to ship off so it has a little bit of a, you know, something cushioning around it or something like that, because I'm not going to have any use for that bag. The banana powder, I think, is a good idea because obviously I said you can never have enough banana powder, and I truly believe that. The NYX butter lipstick, I really think they need to call it something different. I think it should be called a butter lip gloss, maybe, because it really isn't a lipstick. It's not opaque enough, but it is good, and it does moisturize, so there's that. The mascara, I'm going to give it a fair shake. I've only used it once, but I'm going to give it some more time. But yeah, I'm alright with that. And the nail polish, it's great. I know Trust Fund Beauty is a good brand for nail polishes. I think I've gotten something else from them that is Trust Fund Beauty, but it wasn't nail polish, but I cannot remember for the life of me. So the products were good, but there's, you know, we've gotten banana powder recently. Mascara, we seem to get quite a bit. You know, I'd like to see more eyeshadow singles maybe that aren't like the, what is it, the balm, where they were little tiny and you could barely see them. You know, maybe some indie brand, more indie brands. I'd like to see more indie brands than that. So it wasn't terribly horrible, but it wasn't the best month for Ipsy. But definitely not as bad as December's, because December's it was so horrible I didn't even record it. And then of course the face masks. Those will always get an A+ in my book because I don't think you can ever have enough of these. At least I can't, because I love doing them. It's a great way for me to de-stress when I get off work. I sit at a computer all night, and a lot of the times my face will just be kind of hurting because of the lights and stuff, and it's just nice. You just throw this on, put some relaxing music on, and shut your eyes for a few minutes, and voila, your skin is back to normal. So I will definitely be using those. But yeah, I think Boxycharm went out this month, definitely. Pardon the mess, again, in the background. If you see it, I am in the process of redoing my office. But I wanted to get this up so I could actually use some of these products some more, other than once. I didn't want to use the brushes because I didn't want them to be dirty when you guys saw them. So I kind of wanted to get this video done so I could play around with them a little bit. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. And until next time, keep on doing what you're doing, and always love makeup.